Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to episode 9 in my second Let's Play series for Anno 1800. Of course, 9 is a bit of an important number for Anno. Give me a break, okay? In the last episode, we invested a huge amount into our docks here at Lusk and doubled our production for gas in the Arctic. Today, we're going to be looking to optimize even further. And I know what you're thinking, Darren, it's not possible. I'm going to prove you wrong as we focus our investor district in swords and squeeze a little bit more out of them. Alright, so I'd left you off with our brand new beautiful docks. I'm super happy with how this looks, and I wanted to just quickly mention the current exports and imports contracts that we've got on the go. Now, Lusk is pretty set in stone, that's fine. We've also got room for more. Maybe we'll deal with that in future, but for now, over at Swords, I've just flicked to the other one. So over at Swords, our main capital island, Tobias is arriving right now. About 10 minutes have passed in-game between episodes here, and I noticed that we just have all of this excess, all of this overflow, 1,000 of almost everything that I've listed. So I want to just immediately put wood up, wool, sails, penny farthings, and canned food. And we want to bring in chocolate, cement, and pocket watches. And the reason for that is, let's see. So chocolate is going to help us with the old Levant & Co., allowing us to get tobacco, coffee, and cigars, or at least get access to these two, and then we can progress to cigars. The pocket watches are going to help with Media for gramophones.
Is under siege.
And then I think the cement, 1404 cement, is going to help get us brass, pearls, and gold. So we're basically just progressing all the time through our docklands here, and just making sure that I'm constantly, progressing it in the background. We don't necessarily need these things, it's just to unlock things in future.
Now just smuggle it out.
Now I was thinking, in future, speaking of the future, with the old Levant & Co., I love cigars. I actually don't really like them in real life, but in-game, they seem to be really highly valued. I think so anyway, and especially when we have them, right, and we're selling them. I'd like to specialize in like cigars, gold, and champagne. I think they're three cool kind of products to kind of specialize in. I just think it's cool. The interesting thing here is we could import tobacco leaves and ship that out to the New World and then just make the cigars out there. You can't have cigar factories back home, which is kind of annoying actually thinking about it because, I guess it makes kind of sense, but if we have the tobacco leaves and we have the wood veneers, why not? But I suppose culturally they maybe make the best cigars out there. I don't know. Anyway, either way, just to not dwell on this too longer, I think in future it'd be really cool. Hey, we just did it. We just made the sale, or the exchange. In future, it'd be really cool to bring in tobacco, maybe even bring in coffee, and think of all the land that's used in the New World just for those two, like big tobacco plantations, big coffee plantations, and you can either curtail it, not having to expand any further and just keep it the way it is and bring in excess, or remove it altogether, depending on your population situation. So, just really excited about that, because I think cigars would be a really good one to specialize in. And I noticed that we had too many of it before. I think we've already shipped 683 in total. We're at 1940 for champagne. Gramophones at 627. Jewelry might be one we could export a little bit. We've never exported it. Wow. Oh yeah, we're importing it in Lusk. Anyways, not to get too bogged down on that screen, just thought it was interesting to point out what was just about to happen, which has just happened now. Actually, very last thing to have a look at there is the fact that now that we've made that exchange, these are all now going to be tier 4 goods as well. So we could actually increase their amounts. I might do that with the canned goods instead of the sausages. So let's slam that up there instead. You're damn right. So yeah, now we get a bit of a better deal for it. Chocolate should be, we got chocolate coming out of our Anus. So let's see if we can sell it or do something with it, maybe? My goal for this episode is hopefully to run a World's Fair with at least the investors at 7,500. So let's see how far off we are away from that. 7,130.
Where are the best margins?
So yeah, we could just do... I think ultimately I am going to redesign this area, but I think I could get to 7,500 first and then redesign it. I'd like to do that before we redesign it. So what that would entail is upgrading some artisans, shifting them over, getting them fairly close to like a power plant or something, and then they'd be pretty happy then. Oh yeah, I forgot about all that brick production we slammed down.
We lack the requisite material.
That's all right. That was just a temporary thing anyway. Okay, So, in between episodes as well, I explored around the Arctic a little bit more. And as you can see, we have a quest with this ship, the Snapdragon 2. Meant to have a look at names for it. Keep forgetting to do that. Something. I'm just gonna call it something for now, and then I will actually break out my comments on my phone in this episode and have a look.
Is under siege.
But we're on a bit of a time limit. So, while I was looking around on the glacier, on the kind of this area, right, the fog inhabited ice. While I was exploring and just trying to pick up some expedition scraps so that, you know, I wasn't wasting your guys' time, we picked up a prehistoric ice mummy. And I thought like it was just an item for a museum, but it's not. It's a quest item. And then we got a quest for it, the Iceman. A technician is bursting with excitement, having seen what he believes to be a human trapped in ice from your airship. He thinks you ought to take it back to your trading post for a more thorough examination. So yeah, when I picked it up, he was... Oh, actually, we can see what he said.
That Zooks! A major discovery! An early hominid. Yes, we must recover the little character for examination.
There we go. So yeah, that's exactly what I heard. It's nice that you can replay that. So we'll just head over here. Just have to go back to our trading post. I've never seen this before. I don't know what happens. Not expecting too much, but it'd be nice if we got something cool for it. Let's see. We've also got another quest here. An exploration quest. We've not heard a peep from the field station in ages. I do hope nothing is amiss. Fly to the expedition starting point. Alright, he wants us to hand this one in.
Very wise. Drops are spinning. Heartfelt thanks.
Oh. It just gave us back a skull. Well, that's a bit weird, isn't it? I mean, I could have identified it, I guess he's the one that identified it, right? I guess that's maybe what happened. We found some sort of skull. He got the fact that it's a Homo neanderthalensis, found embedded in mud and clay. It is a revelation as to the place of humans in nature. Alright, cool. We'll just leave it here for now. We've got something else to do, right? Fly to the expedition starting point. Right, I'm going to fly out there. While we're flying, let's go into postcard view. I'm going to quickly look up the comments on my phone for suggestions of what we should call it. Someone, Asher Ortiz said, name an airship Gucci Mane. Well, that's not going to happen. But thanks for the suggestion. Let's see. This one's kind of cool, although the person was looking to pirate the game. But they said, why don't you name it Hikosen? Hikosen? It means airship in Japanese. It's kind of a cool name. Let's just have another quick look. It was TE space B who said name it the Icarus. We did that already. And... I might be missing it, but I don't see any other names. I'm sure we've had more than that. Okay, I could name it Hikosen then. I can't find another one, at least not really quickly. Pick up and read the note to guess where they built the research center. Ragged Research Journal. There you go. Proposed locations from for our research station upon an offshore ice platform south of here. Pros, isolated. Cons, melty. At the foot of a tall mountain which ends at sea, west of here. Pros, the mountain will shield us from the storms. Cons, signs of human activity. We may be disturbing the locals. We may be disturbed by locals. Or the next one is on the edge of a crevasse to the north. Pros, I can throw Musgrave into the seal hole if he interferes with my research again. Cons, Musgrave might have the same idea. That's kind of funny. I have to go to each one of these things and find him. Okay, right. That's kind of fun. So at the so the first one was upon an offshore ice platform south of here. Well, south of here is just straight down this way then. I hope I'm doing this right. I'm literally just gonna go where the journal mentioned. Hey, there's scrap there. Need to keep my camera fairly steady so I don't lose track of where we were. Alright, let's speed it up while we're doing this. Alright, we've actually got quite a lot of scrap. We can definitely make that final item today. An offshore ice platform.
Island withstood an attack.
Heading set.
Directly south. Maybe it meant somewhere over here. I mean, I don't see anything, so can't be much further than that. So maybe it wasn't this way.
Dirigibbling.
Dirigibbling.
A competitor's island withstood an attack.
Alright, well while we're moving, let's have a look. So the other one is at the foot of a tall mountain which ends at the sea west of here. Alright, and the location we were looking... Oh, it remembered our location. That's nice. That's cool then. Hope people don't mind me doing quests. It's been a while. I like doing them. I love doing them, in fact. Especially when I haven't seen them before. Like this, I don't know what we're going to get. Or where we're going to find them. So we're just going to go back to the original location.
Island is
and we're going to go straight west. I love that Benty is just constantly being attacked as well. So it's at the foot of a tall mountain, directly west of here.
Maneuvering.
Tall mountain which ends at the sea, west of here. Okay. I would assume here.
On course.
Oh no, it said it ends at the sea. I mean, the sea was kind of there.
Maneuvering. Light path plotted.
The fire has been vanquished.
Heading set.
Okay, still nothing. And this was directly west. Like, if we look at the... That's where the thing was. Straight west, like, is pretty much where we are. Maybe a bit south.
Maneuvering.
That's the big ice mountain. Only 20 minutes to go. And it's called The Thing. Okay. Alright, and then the last option was on the edge of a crevasse to the north. Okay, yeah. Edge of a crevasse to the north.
Check a copy?
Heading
Now,
set.
it might not be as direct as it's made out to be. Maybe it could have just been anywhere along this ice wall. I don't know. I will have a look. Happiness and light. Town is fireproof. Love to see it. Hey,
Altitude stable.
go get that. We need as much of that stuff as possible. Sorry that I keep overshooting and coming back to it. What can you do? Other than get good, right? Driftwood Igak. Alright, we're back here. It said straight north. Or it doesn't say straight, it just says north of here. So, a crevasse to the north. Hang on, is that it?
Heading set.
I think that's just part of the thing before, but maybe. Can't click it. Oh, we can.
How and why has this creature materialized?
Have a once Perforian flamethrower close at hand to light up that thing should it return. I spent the afternoon hosing Musgrave's superior collection of cacti with flame. I don't suppose he'll mind now, Musgrave, but he failed my little test. How was I to know it was the real him? I hear barking outside, yet all the huskies are dead. Ah! Hang on one sec, let me just read this again. Have a once Perforian flamethrower close at hand to light up that thing should it return. I spent the afternoon hosing Musgrave's superior collection of cacti with flame. I don't suppose he'll mind now, Musgrave, but he failed my little test. How was I to know it was real him? I hear barking outside, yet all the huskies are dead. I don't fully get what happened. Like, I kind of do, but I don't understand. Did they end up just getting attacked by huskies then? And then he blasted Musgrave. Also, what did we get? Did we get anything for this? A technician. Oh, was that him? We picked him up maybe on the bottom. Affects a gramophone factory. Anyway, my understanding is that, like, yeah,
On course.
he had a flamethrower with him, I guess, and he burned Musgrave alive, thinking it was something,
Set.
and then the thing was a husky. Was it? That got him in the end? I don't know. And then there's 3 dead bodies, but we actually managed to get one person out, so I'm not really too sure. I'm a bit stupid, I guess. But speaking of being a little bit silly, let's go back down here.
Light path plotted.
Just want to queue this thing up one last time, Go back down here, and then we're going to go and get saltpeter. I think that's what we needed for Nate's final item that we want to get.
Should hold together.
Saltpeter and iron ore. It's a very small amount of stuff, but we'll bring it up with the airship. It's just a bit quicker, I think, that way. Airship's just making its way down now. And then, yeah, then I think I'm just going to do a big redesign of what's going on back in Swords. And I think maybe now in the next episode we might start to... actually, speaking of... I was going to say go to Mbessa, but speaking of going places, we should do an expedition. I've left this ship here on purpose for that. So, yeah, let's see what kind of expeditions we've got. A level 2 zoological expedition. Archaeological? Let's do that. Assign the HMS Terror.
Better end in sight.
So navigation and diplomacy. Diplomacy is needed. She's their diplomacy. I'll get rid of the navigation. Maybe we won't need that. Although I guess there's no harm in it, is there? Not really. Yeah, not really. So we've got lots of slots in this ship to add other things. Okay, so we need... let's go with items, I guess, because they're more powerful, yeah? Faith? Anything for faith?
Freshwater babes know that the rivers are but tentacles of the god.
Diplomacy and faith. Right, wow, big item then. Or, a lot of diplomacy. We've now 20, 20, and 30, so quite a lot. The next one will be naval power. We could add both of these things and hope for the best, and then throw on some rations. Maybe a little bit of champagne? Yeah? Is that good enough? What does this give us? Diplomacy? One of them gives you medicine, doesn't it? That would be nice to have, just in case something goes wrong. Alright, not leaving much room, but if, you know, if we fill up with throw stuff overboard, I'm sure we don't need more than 3 slots, really. Definitely not more than 4, right? But let's go. Activate the engine. Oh, it's going to pick up the stuff first, I think, is it? Oh, no. Okay. Boom. Actually, let's see if we can bring any items with us. We have some stuff that's not needed up here. So this affects a gramophone factory. This affects cab assembly line. Animal farms. Self-repair and healing. These are... trade union items. Unfortunately, you can't filter by stuff that's not in this session. I think it's all Arctic Lodge after that. We could grab the Neanderthal skeleton, I guess. Alright. Let's go back to Swords. And we're going to go pick up the saltpeter and the 5 iron ore. And then we're going to come back here. And we can craft this item or transmute this item. Arctic flu chances reduce bonus income. And reduce needs. So that'll be negative 60% for needs. Like, we'll have reduced needs by 60% on that glacier. And remember, every single house is covered. And they should never really get sick with that amount of Arctic flu chance. So, pretty good. I mean, that place is done then, right? That glacier is done. Because it's like, what else can we even do? If everyone's covered by one thing and they've all got their needs reduced, other than adding in a second... outdoorsy grill, which might be better than this, I guess. This gives us workforce, actually, which is nice. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, it's as optimal as I'm going to get, really. And having all of these work and stuff is good. Yeah, it's nice that I can see my coal amount as well. I like that update where they added this to the top bar so you could just really quickly... you know, you can add any good you want up here. It's a really nice little thing if you didn't know. And it's good UI as well. You can just drag and drop it, too. So I always add in the Arctic. I think it's always wise to add coal just to see. Oh, actually, speaking of, I'm supposed to pause that building.
People are miserable.
No, they're not. Nobody used that. So why would you say that? Yeah, nobody uses that thing. How are those gold mines?
Don't touch any knobs or
else. Something like that, probably. All right, let's get out of there. Let's go back to daytime. Let's go to very early in the morning, about 3 a.m. So a little dark, but getting brighter. Yeah, I love it. Okay, cool. So now we need to get ourselves up to 7,000, 7,500. But we've got a little bit more than it says, like we talked about in the last episode. We have 7,100 here. I don't know why it does that, but it's just for whatever reason, it's not reading correctly. But the problem is that our workforce is quite low for engineers. Just trying to think, is there anything else I could remove engineer-wise here?
Everything's rather fragile.
That's artisans.
Welcome to the manufacture.
No, not really.
An explosion in one of your factories.
Yeah, the rest, this stuff is definitely needed until I can maybe bring in light bulbs or something. Alright, not a problem. And we should actually have an excess of gas here now as well, slightly. 131, look at that! God damn. We'll bring some of that back and make a new airship, for sure. For show. Wow, the airship's here already. It's so fast. Or I'm just that slow. I don't know. Have a little fly over our town here. Looks good. Artisan district. Nice.
Airship.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
So we need to get saltpeter, which is actually down at this island. We'll grab that and then come up and get the iron ore.
I'm orders for it.
Okay. Let me just go over the imports and exports one last time. There's 2 minutes to go, so might as well have a look at what we can add or remove and specialize in slightly better. So canned food looks like a good one to just always have as an export. Consumer good wise, we're good for coffee. Let's try to get rid of some of that maybe. We're low on light bulbs. Can we ever get that? I don't think so. No, you can't. You can't ever bring in light bulbs. That's a damn shame. Well, we could bring in something like glasses, I guess. I would just list it at a modest amount. 100. 100. Just start working on the exports slightly. Coffee is a weird one to export. I don't know if that's a good idea. Oh, yeah. We've got way too much chocolate. Let's get the chocolate out of here. Because of all that we just brought in. So we can list 1,000 of that to sell immediately and get a bunch of glasses in. What else do we need here? So, import coffee. So I guess we'll do that. Well, I guess we'll do that. Because we don't need the glasses. 700 of that. Yeah, that should be fine. Can maybe get even more. Oh yeah, we've got pocket watches. Let's get rid of them. 500 maybe. I know they sell for a lot. There, that should be enough to get us. Yeah, that's plenty. That's way more coffee than we need. In fact, it's more than we can probably even take in. Anything else that needs to go? See, it's nice in Lusk because I've got that now pretty set. The only one that would need to change would be soap, and we do have a lot of soap, but we ship it to here, so that's the only weird thing there. But I guess we could just sell it here. Actually, thinking about it. Oh yeah, we're selling excess pocket watches. Okay. Oh man, you can spend forever in this thing. Oh, felt. Felt's actually a really good one because you can use it in the World's Fair. So yeah, we'll get that. And what can we trade for it? More pocket watches, maybe? Let's probably get a lot back. Oh my god. 25,000. Overkill. Let's just, set that at, I don't know, set it at like 500 a pop. We'll just leave it like that. I could spend forever in that screen. But, that's good enough for now. So let's get back here. Let's pick up the saltpeter. Actually, saltpeter is on this island. And then we need to get that iron ore. In fact, there's probably iron ore up here, so maybe we don't need to... Yeah, there is. We only need 5, so it's not that much.
Use like
spinning.
Can't remember how much it was, but... Yeah, let's just take a look. I could bring in over excess, but I actually just want to bring the exact amount.
Wouldn't be after a mountain of links, would ya?
10.
Airship.
Okay, 10, and then the iron ore. Hey, we have some here, 5. Great. So this can pretty much just come back now, but we want to just load up with gas. I know it's weird that we're taking it back. How inefficient is that? But we're taking it back so we can then build some ships and stuff. Some airships. Alright, we're just about ready to go into a time-lapse mode. I'm just waiting for that final thing to be done. It'd be nice to just queue that up and then begin. I actually have no plan on how I'm going to do this. In fact, actually, I don't think I'll time-lapse it just yet. I said that we just get ourselves to the first World's Fair and then I'll time-lapse it. That's probably a better way to do it.
I should be honored.
Ah, we're out of steel. Ah, my bad. My bad.
Begin the turn.
Yeah, there's loads down here, so we'll just have to go down here and grab some. Oh, wait. Any items, actually? What do you got? Bootmakers, we actually have that already. It would be, I'd love a thing if it just showed you, like, if you have it already. That would be so nice. Heat exchanger equipped in ships. Extra hit points and damage slowdown. It's actually not as good as I thought. I thought it was cargo slowdown.
I knew you'd come through.
Get another one of those. Love those propellers. And that'll be fine. Alright, let's go back. All those like little propeller things, they just speed us up. They don't speed this ship up because it's not equipped here. I have trade prices on, so we have Dolores the Diplomat at negative 10% trade prices. And then we have Exporter of Goods negative 5%. Loading speed is increased with her, so that she'd actually be a good one to have on a trade route, I suppose. But my ship is just free at the moment.
Attention for the Admiral.
Let's just do a patrol like that. Where's that airship? It's nearly there. It's going against the wind now. And yeah, I think maybe in the next episode we'll go to Ambessa. I think it's about time that we get back there and start reinvesting, because the Arctic's basically done. We could start setting up on a second glacier, but we don't have to stop going to Ambessa before we do that. And right now we won't need the gas. We only need it for the one island, I think. We've actually got too much oil as well. We didn't even need gas in the first place, to be completely honest, right now. Eventually, when we start building in Crown Falls properly again... Oh, why did I do that? Then maybe. Alright, so gas. Construction material. Let's just take 80, and that way we can build 2 airships. Off you go. What does it look like down on the ground to see that taking off like that? So cool. Alright, yeah, let's get upgrading. We just need that ship to come back with its stuff. There it is. Boom, 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 boom. And we'll send you back to Eli.
On our way.
This is Eli's messenger.
Why not share some of my day in hell with
no.
you? You broke the key off in the lock.
I was hoping maybe we can get a quest that gives us some sort of unique item. Lady Cumbersmith's research on the cross-cultural musical variations of the East Alexandrian coast appears to be progressing tremendously. The next phase will require an extensive shipment of gramophones. Would you be so kind?
Righty-ho.
Room to maneuver.
28 gramophones. That's a lot of money, man. Just for some gardens. Alright. But I'd love to pay it, so it's fine. Let's see. It's tricky to know exactly how many houses I'm going to need here. Oh, I guess it just... Yeah, this is the way you could do it. Just upgrade these first. Then we'll see how many investors we grow to. That might be almost enough. Just a little bit more. Something like that, I think, should do it. And then... Oh, I should have kept track, actually, but I think that was about 10 houses. And we'll just do the old see you later. These aren't going to be fully upgraded either because of the power. But I'll redo the town in a time-lapse, I think. We'll make this a bit more optimal. But this is just so we can get the thing started. And that way, by the end of the time-lapse, we should see what we get.
It's only a half-life.
Yeah, so these guys don't have any power. Could obviously clear the clear water pool and build something there, but I don't know. I want to build beautiful. I want to have that in there. Speaking of beautiful, though, I've still left massive gaps. We still have some Christmas ornaments. This whole place is going to be wiped. I'll move the big buildings somewhere else, and then we'll just move them back when I'm ready. I don't have a plan for it, so I'm really anxious about how it's going to be laid out. It'll be Investor District first, and then I think, yeah, out here. Now, I said before that I was thinking of bringing in wood and stuff like that, but I don't think you can. Let's see, can you? Kinsom mining, agriculture, what about that? Oh, you can. You can. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so basically that just means like, okay, absolutely no need to ever have wood production out here ever again. How many do we have on the island? 6? Hot damn. 6 per minute, that would be, is it? Or is it 30 seconds? It's 15 seconds. Oh, wow. Well, I'll leave those for now. But we'll get rid of these ones, because this is definitely where I'm going to be building. And then, what is this? Oh, it's the oil refinery, yeah. I thought it was a fuel station for some reason. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna make this place look a lot nicer. It might look a bit weird with the investors or the engineers right across from the farms, but it might look kind of cool. Airship is back in the Arctic. Let's go. Alright, now we pick up the scrap. I think we needed 50. Wrong thing.
Maneuvering. Stop.
Just pause our gold. I know it's not the best way to do things, but just pause those gold mines. Build 2 of these bad boys, and then yeah, that'll be us airshipped out of our minds for a little while. Alright, sweet. What else could we have gotten? Reduced needs, bonus income. Residents provide bonus income when they have coffee. What's the difference? They consume 30% less parkas. Oh, and they consume 30% less coffee. Oh, I see, because it's like a big jacket or whatever. Bonus income's the same though, so I guess yeah, we'll just go with the heated jacket with pouchiness. But yeah, I guess we could have both if you wanted to get that bonus income. The income's not really that important to me though. Alright, nice.
On course.
I wish there was like a noise when you did that. I always imagined it would be like a noise sort of like electric static or something, like I don't know. It's just like Tesla static as he's like crafting things together. Alright, we'll just get that ship to go
Altitude.
deliver this. So that's going to be 8 bonus income. Reduced needs just for parkas. Just for parkas. I should check the other one if it's reduced needs of everything or is it a specific item. Oh yeah, it's just pemmican. Ah, right. Alright. So not nearly as good as I thought. I thought like, oh man, I'm reducing a heavy amount of stuff. Pemmican is actually a pain in the ass, so that's kind of good. And coffee's not too bad actually, weirdly enough. Parkas though. I wonder was parkas particularly difficult? Let's see. King William Island, consumer goods, parkas. Oh, apparently I'm producing way less than I should be. I don't know how that's happening. Well, this is a good item to get then. Let's check it now. Much better, still not perfect. And the same with oil. Oh yeah, I remember oil actually. I was supposed to build that. This will work out fine if I just put another one of these here. But yeah, sleeping bag or parkas.
Untold perils await us.
Require technicians to work. I wonder what the bear hunting is like. That's 2 for 2, so that's fine. Sealskin should be fine as well. Alright, anyways.
Be the star to
Good whale hunting. Ah, I see what they did there. The whales are still around us. Impossibly large tails of water break the wake of the ship. And the froth parts to reveal dark, leathery skin. The whales are gaining speed and their impact is imminent. Launch the ships full steam ahead. Guaranteed success, it says. Okay, well, obviously have to do that then. Just because we have the Great Eastern. The wonders of technology. The steam engines roar above the whales' chant, and the ship lunges away from the creatures in a cacophony of grating metal and whistling vapor. An investment well spent. And we had the engine on board as well. Not that it probably came into effect, but I like to think it did. Hey, we're making 50 grand. That's pretty cool. Nailing it. Oh, nice. We actually just hit the next population milestone as well. We're now 3,000 away from the next one. So 92 influence. We are rolling in influence. Super optimized. And there we go. Alright, so yeah, I don't know what to do with these ships. We'll have to decide in future. And we're making 2 more. So it's going to halt our gold production. But we don't actually use much gold ore. In fact, we just buy refined gold anyway right now. So we'll see how it goes in future. Alright, still need a little bit more on the engineer household front, I think.
Thank you.
What are we doing for these guys? Are they happy? Yes, they are. Sweet. We can now do... So previously we could only do modest because we had 5,000 investors, but now we have 7,500, so we could do a large exhibition. So let's... And this one is for the architecture, right? Architectural marvels. Let's do that. I'm always eager to see what we can get. So they need... I thought the music was different there. They need chocolate, canned food, beer. Oh, beer is actually really low. And felt. Ah, we just brought in felt. That just worked. It just works. So beer, eh? Beer. I guess we are just bringing in the amount we need. We could bring in more, though. Let's just ask for more. With something that we don't need anymore. Maybe the pocket watches. We have too many. So, I don't know. Just, again, an injection of 150 beer. Or let's go 200. A one-time injection. Good. Excuse me. Just sneezed. Alright, so that's going to happen in 12 minutes. And how long do they need? 29. Ah, yeah, it's fine. Awesome. Large architectural, and we'll have a look inside maybe as we get a bit closer. Okay, so while that's going on, I'm now going to redesign... Oh, actually... Is that going to stop it, I wonder, if we fall below the amount of investors? Oh, it might. Well, I guess we'll just find out, because I'm committing to the redesign. I'm not going to... Yeah, I'm not going to halt it just for that. Essentially, what we got to do is then remove the railway here as well. I'm just thinking it through. Alright, anyways, yeah, so gonna commit to this redesign, try to cram, make this place look as nice as possible and cram in as much as possible as well, and get rid of anything we don't need for the engineers. Alright, let's begin. The Flower Eaters. The blue flowers have put the members of your expedition into a frightening delirium. Among the tranquil villages of this delta, your crew had seen the water plants. Baskets laden with flower and fruit everywhere, and had been curious to try them. You see, it does no harm. It doesn't no harm, the captain had said encouragingly, as they made friends with some locals upon the riverbank one sleepy afternoon. But not long into the delicious feast of flowers, your expedition party are experiencing hallucinations. Have the doctor intervene with the rum? Ask what the locals what's happening. Bonus success chance 100%, so double success chance. Your expedition, your level of preparation for taking this action is outstanding. Let's go with the flow. Sure. We're diplomacied out of our minds. You're somehow able to communicate that you're suffering. Many of the flower eaters are seeing visions themselves, the effect they expect from consuming the plant. The locals interrupt their own lucid dreaming to help your expedition through it, realizing your lack of experience in such rites of passage. The next day, your cosmic travelers feel relieved to return to their more familiar rocking of their ship.
How thrilling!
What a trip.
A renowned personage has arrived.
Alrighty, so this is probably one of the most, in a way, pointless time lapses I've done. I don't mind saying it. It's fun nonetheless to watch kind of ideas unfold, but I've already skipped ahead a little bit because a lot of this is just going to be made redundant. I haven't done anything as a recording, but I have a new plan of what I want to do, and that is to build this really big, ornate promenade that leads up to the World's Fair, because we've got some World's Fair items that have these like flags and stuff that can look really, really cool. So this is more just me kind of designing out a small investor district for now that's just going to have that gas-fired power plant giving full coverage, and then soon after we'll move the engineers away from here. So in a couple of episodes time, I'm going to revisit this area and do that out and do it properly once we get to 10,000, because you might as well get 10,000 engineers or investors and then design it rather than constantly redesign it later, yeah?
Too cultured for us scrubbers.
Love Island, matter of the heart. The crew have been enjoying some island hospitality, but many are now refusing to leave. They've fallen in love with the sons and daughters of the local king. Perhaps he can be convinced to allow them to come with you. You can attempt to come to an arrangement, or else wait for him to consult his copper oracle. Bonus success chance 100. You have a great chance of doing this. Outstanding. So we'll just do that again. Good call. Taking all that diplomacy, I guess.
Yar, booty.
Hey, reward discovered. Boom. The king is delighted to see his children wed. Delicate understanding of local custom and a smattering of their language allow a message of true love to be conveyed. The king evidently thinks his children in good hands. Feasting, and to the amusement of all, terrible dancing follows. For his departing children, it should be the longest, most fascinating honeymoon, and we have an expert hunter. Alright, I'll take it. So what's kind of funny about this time-lapse, if you compare it to previous ones, you can actually notice that I'm like constantly zooming in and moving the camera, looking around, spinning around, trying to basically think of what I can do in this area. And I ultimately, at that point roughly there, realized, okay, I actually can't really mess with the investors too much, so I'm going to come back down and move the engineers, because I know that they're going to move no matter what, and I want to build them out a fresh town. It's lovely flat terrain here. We can pretty much do whatever we want. So I started putting down the kind of necessity buildings first, like the Variety Theatre and the University, and then placement for a town hall. I'm going with the same kind of design for the Variety Theatre that we had before. It's a very suboptimal design in a way, because you do cut off the back. You know, the road has to just come out one way and go around, so its range is severely limited this way, but I do just still think, you know, it looks really nice, so that's why I want to do that. So just redrawing the railways and the roads that kind of moved out there and just kind of tucking them in from now. In the next episode, there's going to be another time lapse where we'll really flesh this area out fully, and it really starts to come together.
We know not peoples as you.
The Coral Island. The storm came from nowhere, wrecking your ship on coral-strewed shores. For a time, your crew feel like children again, dancing along the sand and bathing in the sun as they await a verdict on the damaged hull. When it comes, the news is not good. Extensive repair is needed, and with supplies so short, there is considerable disagreement. Why concentrate on repairs, given how long that they may take, when both food and water are so urgently needed? Again, diplomacy just kicking ass. And we can even use that extra character if we wanted to, but explain why fixing the ship is paramount. You make good progress on the ship repairs by offering a specific motivation. If we can get her fixed, there's a friendly port not far away. While she's not yet ready to depart, the crew are reassured that it won't be long before the ship is back underway. It might be an idea, meanwhile, to send a small party to look for food and water. You never know when the next chance will come. Don't be discouraged now, not when we're so close, or we can spare a small hunting party.
They've had their fun.
Sure.
Let's have ours.
Don't be distracted, just keep going. I don't know, I'm doubting myself on that one. Everyone is in agreement that the ship, their home, is of the greatest importance. By the time the repairs are done, she looks an absolute picture. A sailor has good fortune and finds an equally beautiful conch on the beach. A keepsake for my son Ralph, he says. He'll love it. Oh, that's a reference to Lord of the Flies, one of the 10 books I've read in my life. I read it last year. Alright, good. Well, we just got done with the World's Fair, so let's check it out. Refined architecture. Antique landscaping, fountain. So last time we ended at fountain, but now we're after going all the way up to antique landscaping and refined architecture. So let's try this. What do we got? Oh, nice! World's Fair Tower and World's Fair Gate. Oh man, that's awesome. I saw screenshots of that stuff before. I actually had no idea how you got it. I just assumed it was in the campaign. So, as I'm sure I probably talked about in the time-lapse, or whatever time-lapse there was, I'm not fully ready to do this yet. almost am, but I think it needs a top to bottom redesign. The only things that would ever stay in place would probably be the town hall. Also, I'm not too sure, but it seems like the town hall buildings don't need roads. Which, if that's the case, that's awesome, because I can just put them inside like a closed area, if you know what I mean. Which could be pretty cool looking. So yeah, so for now, famous last words, I can't do too much with this, just time-wise. But I'm currently building out the engineer area, so I'm just going to keep working on that for the rest of this episode. And the next one, we're probably going to focus on Mbessa for a bit, and periodically come back here and keep working on it as we build up our docklands and things like that. I also need to just be checking on... Gotta be checking on the consumer goods and see, like, what's the situation. If we put on Lusk, Rush... This isn't right. This can't be right. What? Has something gone horribly wrong over here? Oh my god, it has. Hey, what happened? What? Is this disconnected? Oh. Oh no. Whoa. Uh-oh. Not good. Not good. Oh, that's what happened. I broke here. Oh my god. Oh god, that's gonna be rough. I don't know how long that was offline for. I just checking the production rate, seeing like nothing coming in. I was like, uh-oh. Yikes. Well, let's see. Go back again. Lusk. And Rush. So that's okay, that's okay. We import all this stuff. I think everything's going to be fine because we can import it. I just think, yeah, light bulbs are probably the one that's going to be the worst. And we're low on engineers, so I have to ultimately just design out an area here for them.
The competitor's island is under siege.
Before I can move on. Ooh, I've got a nice idea as well. I could even wrap around stuff around the power plant, potentially. Yeah, potentially. Okay, well, let's just keep building with this for now. I'm just going to do it in real time. So my basic thinking is, right, we need a bank, and I'm trying to think of where to put that. So I'd like to build up on this plateau a bit more. So I've just decided to hem myself in here and here, okay? So this entire area is here for the engineers. These engineers are all going to move, as many as possible anyway, out, down around here. So that's why these are just temporary buildings for me to remember, and I'll put down the roads. So I can kind of see the reach of certain buildings and things. So for instance, the university can kind of come in like that. This can go all the way down. I'm not trying to be super like tight with space or anything, but I'm not trying to make massive gaps either. There'll be houses all around us hopefully, so I think even placing it... No, there's okay. Yeah. So then we need a bank. Now, a bank has really long range, so it would be ideally somewhere out here. And it would just reach everywhere, I hope. So if I was just to even just test for a bit and do something like that. Does this house get the full bank? Oh, just one tile off. Not too bad. Yeah. So where were we? We were there. Let's go there. So that would give us full bank access if we had the bank about there. So we just took it in something like sideways like that. I'll always keep an eye on that though to make sure that we keep it close enough. So I'm just gonna break the chain here. Move that I just wanted to move it one tile. I know it doesn't quite look right for now. Don't worry, I'll change it. I'm just waiting on more steel to come in. But yeah, the reason for that is I think I could put houses like this. I don't know if that would look weird or not. I don't know. I think it could look cool. It's not lined up though, I guess, which is the issue. You'd want it to be like this. Which I could totally do, and then maybe it could have just like ornaments and stacks and cargo stacks and stuff in there, and that might look okay. Yeah. Alright, we'll leave it like that. I'm just trying to think as well, should it go like this? You know, then it's a block here with an extra. Don't know what that would necessarily look like. It might be okay. But you could also just do it like that, so it's just like a linear line. So let's see, we're gonna cram in these ones here a bit more efficiently. Could go maybe sideways as well, just to break up the pattern. Oh, it actually reaches perfectly. Well, I kind of want... See, the thing is, as well, with this area, I want this beautiful... Like, I plan on having what I hope is going to be a really lovely kind of, like, promenade that leads up and have columns flanking it on, you know, on all the sides as it walks up. And all this, like, lovely mosaic paving, and have a real big entranceway into this. Now, the fact that we're after just picking up a couple extra items, the World's Fair Tower... Oh, I think it'll look really good. We should run another one. I totally forgot. Let's go again. Get as many of those items as we can. So what do we need? Plantains. Do we have cotton? We even have cotton here. That's great. So everything else should be fine then. So we'll let that just work its way up in the background.
I say.
So yeah, see, unfortunately, because I didn't... This is the difference between, you know, planning it and not planning it. I didn't plan out a layout, so I'm just really winging it. Some people said they want that, so here you go. It's me just winging it. And we'll start to move some of these over in just a moment as well, just by the end of the episode, even if we're not fully done just yet. But I'm also thinking, like, something like that's kind of cool, because we can have then ornaments either side of it. Maybe I should just do that in general, I don't know. This will be pretty compact, pretty compact in there. This can have, like, lovely ornaments and gardens and stuff either side. Yeah, so I might move that there, even if it's got slightly less household coverage. So that the university has lovely big green around it. It could be cool to actually have like a... what's it called? One of those, you know, those special gardens around here. Yeah, I wonder would that look good. Maybe.
We careen into it's
Alrighty,
only
so...
a superstition.
La Isla de los Muertos. La Isla de los Muertos.
I'd have dealt with this myself.
I don't need that. I have one already, thank you. Oh, they say the Isle of the Dead is not dead at all. That a bone legion guards its secrets. The rock dominates the island. Looks like the rock that dominates the island looks like a skull. At least if you squint and tilt your head. Marrow pink stone rises 150 feet above the forest, pitted with lofty caves that could be mistaken for a multitude of eyes. The dark scar of the mouth, as at its base, could lead somewhere rewarding if indeed you're brave enough to delve. I have faith. Do we have any naval power? I think we do, right? Let's go. The expedition party seem all the more doubtful. Children's stories? Is that the best we've got? And besides, it's precisely the sort of unchecked curiosity that brought the heroes of those stories so much trouble. Aye, well, we've got all this diplomacy. Surely the promise of treasure outweighs more superstition. 99% this time, not 100. Your diplomat rattles off a fine argument. Which is more likely? That an army of the dead protects that treasure? Or that pirates invented the fable to scare adventurers like us from stealing it? Galvanized, the crew agreed to enter the caves. In this underworld, where day lives in permanent exile, lamps are lit but die by turns. Suffocated by forces ageless and unseen, your men hesitate to light them again. The old light burns the eyes of the deathless, a voice whispers. It'll anger them. Trust in the person ahead to find a way forward. We're somewhat prepared, or just take a chance, I guess. Try this one. Lack of belief forces your party to retreat. Damn. The chain suddenly stops moving forward and the echoes of a disagreement at its head filter back. Snap out of it. Keep moving. But sir, I swear that thing had no eyes. I won't move another step. Despite their efforts to continue, the feeling your party are trespassing only intensifies and they depart the dreaded rock drained and deeply perturbed. Damn. Oh man, we could have got something there for sure. Hopefully that expedition's home now, because it's been... Really? It's still not back? That's crazy. I feel like it's been gone for a long time. Anyway, let's fix that railway. Do you like that, do you? Alright, let's start putting some of these houses in, seeing how it's all shaping up. Let's grab some of the ones that are closest up think it'll look kind of nice, the blue and yellow contrast, actually, from the fields. Doesn't make any sense to have a town just suddenly start like that, but I think it'll still look nice.
A competitor's island withstood an attack.
Just gonna move this one and this one out and pop them back. I want it to just reshuffle itself. Yeah, something like that. What number is that? Oh, it doesn't tell me. There we go. Big wall of engineer households right there. So we're gonna need to build these things, but we're missing steel.
Begin the turn.
And we have no other idle ships, no? No, that's just it. Where the hell's our... Oh, yeah. Really? What about, Oh, we sent it to Cape Trelawney, didn't I? I think that might have been the previous episode. I can't even remember now. But there was, some material here I wanted to grab. There's windows and bricks, mostly. Alright. So I'll just mess around for another minute or so and then we'll have to wrap up.
We've run out of gubbins.
We have run out of gubbins. But how? We have 220. Maybe this ship just arrived right now.
It's wise to be.
Iron supply. There's another iron supply ship here. They must have arrived at the same time.
Look busy, people.
Man, the docks is looking thick, looking good. Tobias is here now as well. And we're okay for everything. We're very low on steam motors now, I guess. Not sure if that was a successful trade or not. Oh, it could tell me, doesn't it?
Island is under siege.
Oh yeah, it was 91. Wow, it is working. Nice. That's actually such a good feature of the trade history. I never even thought about it. Soap though is having an issue. That's to be expected. Okay, well we can fix that in future. Right. Almost done. We just need to get that material here, and then we can just build up this area, and then we'll call it a day, and then I'll come back and fix it up properly. Like, the obvious thing to do here is just to do this, and just segment it over and over and over again. I don't know, though. Doesn't that just look a bit too grid-like? You know, just blocks of 4 everywhere. I'd like to do something a bit more clever with it, or something a bit nicer. Like, I like what we have over here. You know, the, yeah, this is awesome, actually. Could we just copy and paste this kind of thing? I love this area. Something like that would be really nice. If it's not going to be here, but, you know, somewhere. And it's 3 depth. Okay, 3 depth. Actually, it might not look too bad across from the bank. Depending on how we fit that in. Or maybe just somewhere like there. Could that work? Kind of. Obviously with the road in between, it's a bit difficult to tell. I mean, it's awfully tempting to try and make it fit there. I think it would look really good. We'd want to direct it that way, I think. Although, you know, looking out in an oil harbor would be a bit weird. I think I will put it in somewhere, but I just don't know exactly where we're going to get it. I think out somewhere at the back of the bank here or something like that, or at the front of it would look really good. Just depends what we can manage. We're an attractive metropolis. So that's just started the World's Fair. Again, there's 10 minutes remaining. We'll probably see that at the beginning of the next episode. So it's work in progress here. Work in progress. In fact, we can just move this around here. I want to copy that theater layout. I just like it. I just like it. I don't know if it'll reach that far though. We'll probably have to build like another one up here. But I'm okay with it. I don't mind. I like having the restaurants and stuff dotted inside. Yeah, so is that ship here yet?
Cargo stations.
Alright, this will be the last thing we do. And we've also built 2 new airships, and they're good to go. Right, so let's just grab... whatever. These ones. Alrighty. Yeah, so maybe in between episodes I'll just shift things around, so you get the idea, and we're going to build out this area. So let's have a look actually, just really quickly. What does it look like? I mean, it's quite the contrast, but something aesthetically nice about it, for sure. It's just that practically it doesn't really make that much sense. But there's definitely something aesthetically nice. Oh my god, we're in one of the houses. Didn't know you could do that.
Should have praised it from your
Oh, we're in here.
hands.
In one of the side streets. Yeah, there's something about it that's actually really quite nice. I'm not just saying that. I know that practically this makes no sense, but aesthetically it's just kind of cool to have the built-up area and then just the golden wheat fields. The wheat fields just look really, really nice. All right, I'll work on it. I'll come up with some ideas between the episodes. All right, well, thank you guys very much for watching. Really do appreciate all the support that's been on this series so far. I won't have a chance to read comments until the next one. But I look forward to hearing what people think of the Docklands and this area, I guess, as it's growing. All right, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching, and remember, if you want to support this series directly, you can click the join button to become a channel member. Doing so will get your name in the credits, as well as loyalty badges and emotes to use in the comments. If you don't see the join button, it means the video has been copyright claimed, but you can still join from the channel page on desktop. You can also link your account to our Discord to get a special role on there that'll give you access to the Senate House and a few other perks.